summertime at the Rock Creek Curling Center.
Every year we are welcoming new people.
And co-owner Mimi Stevenson says they're getting their state-of-the-art curling floor.
This grid is probably in use, I think, in 4 or 5 locations.
Ready for ice.
These are kind of honeycomb panels.
And what they expect will be a busy season of Colorado curling that, since they opened 5 years ago, has seen their curling business grow.
We're growing in our membership of curlers.
From their first season right before the 2022 Olympics,
So we saw a real push in interest from the get-go.
to the next Winter Games 6 months away in Cortina, Italy, where curling will be inside the iconic 1956 Olympic venue.
There's almost a little romance to it, where you can watch, history being made.
Which is sure to get more people excited for curling at Rock Creek, where they already hosted the U.S. Curling Olympic Mixed Double Trials and are set to host a number of events during the games.
We'll have open house curling on the weekends throughout February.
To get people excited for curling back home in Colorado.
During the Olympics, they get to see it on TV. And when you watch curling, you can't help but look at that, and it's just so unique and it looks sort of easy, to be completely honest. And spoiler, it's not easy. But I think the magic about it is that it is actually an Olympic sport that you can come out and do.
And you can definitely watch one of the best sports of the Winter Olympics to watch, and one of those Olympic sports that runs through the whole course of the Olympics, actually starting before the games and running all the way to the end. And so that's why they've got so much programming here at Rock Creek, starting February 4th all the way to that gold medal match at the end, with watch parties where you can talk to people about curling, and then of course do those open sessions where you can actually learn how to curl. Reporting from the Rock Creek Curling Center in Lafayette, I'm Matt Renew, 9 News. Lauren Jordan, there's a lot of curling 101 to catch people up on before the Olympics. Look at these shoes. These are curling shoes, and what's interesting about them is one side has sort of a tactile surface so you can push off of the ice and get that rock moving, while the other side is slick so you can slide along the ice and sort of guide that rock. And then they also have, the brooms for sweeping. And when I said I wanted to learn how to sweep, guys, this is what they gave me.
They said, cool, we actually need more people to help us keep the facility clean around here, Matt.
Going to be spending overnight there.
Get to work, buddy. You TV guys are too soft.
Matt, though, it is really interesting because you're showing us those shoes right there, and I've always wondered, because it seems like a juxtaposition. You need that traction to push that heavy rock, but you're on ice. It doesn't make sense to me.
Right? And so that's what they've got. And you can actually, like I am on the ballroom dance floor, I've got 2 left feet here, but normally it's a right and a left foot. And so, you could just get the sticky surface, and then you put it over the slippery surface depending on what foot you want to push off, and then you've got the other one that's slick. And so that's curling right there. Some of those guys, Jordan, have stainless steel on the bottom of their shoes so they can slide even better. That's the way I would go. I'd engrave it and say Matt and Jordan, curling buddies forever.
Leaving imprints on the ice as you move along.
Yes, exactly.